everybody. In our earlier session, we have discussed how to install Amplify libraries. Okay. Now see, in our first 7 videos, now we have discussed how to configure a React Native app and how to initialize new Amplify project. Okay. Now our next step is we will try adding some features in this particular project. Okay. So the first feature that we are adding in this particular project is API. Okay. Now see, Amplify CLI supports creation and interaction of two different types of API. Okay, you may be familiar with this API. First one is REST API and second one is GraphQL API. Okay. So as far as this series is concerning, in this series we will just discuss how to create a GraphQL API using AWS App Sync Services. Okay, and the database that we are using here is Amazon DynamoDB database, that is NoSQL database. Okay, so in this series we will just discuss how to create a GraphQL API and database. Okay, now let us discuss steps. Okay, so if you want to create a GraphQL API and database, then here in project directory you have to execute one command, that is amplify space add space API. Okay, your machine must be connected to internet. Press enter. Just scanning for plugins. Okay, so it has got a proper plugin, that is plugin is scan is successful. It will just scan for the required configuration. It may take some time. Okay, now it is just asking for some information. See here, please select from one of the below mentioned services. Okay, so as I said earlier, throughout this tutorial we'll just try to create a GraphQL API. Okay, so I'm just going to select GraphQL. Okay, then it is just asking for API name. Okay, you can give any name to your API. So I'm going to give name for this particular API as my API. Okay, then now it is just asking for default authorization type for the API. Okay, so here I am just going to select API key only. Okay, now it is just asking for enter a description for the API key. Okay, so you can write some description. So I am going to give description for the API key as demo. Okay, now it is just asking for after how many days from now the API key should expire. Okay, so you can provide your days. Okay, so here I am just providing days as suppose 365 days. Okay, you can select as per your convenience, as per your requirement. Okay, then it is just asking, do you want to configure advanced setting for the GraphQL API? So here we are just dealing with basics, so I am not will not require any advanced settings. So I am just going to select no. I am done. Okay, it is just asking for, do you have an annotated GraphQL schema? So we don't have any annotated GraphQL schema. Okay, so here just press 10 no. Okay, now it is just asking for choose a schema template. Okay, it is, do you want a guided schema creation, or if you want to choose a schema template you can. So I'm going to select this first, single object fit. Okay, todo with ID, name and description. You have to select this option at beginner level. Okay, it is just processing now. Okay, now it is just asking here, we have got message like GraphQL schema compiled successfully. Okay, fine. Now it is just asking for, do you want to edit the schema now? Yes, we want to edit it. Okay, so press Y. Here press Y. Okay, now it will just open this schema here. See in the editor. Okay, so this is inbuilt schema that we are getting, type todo at model, ID, name and description. Okay, now see, this schema is generated is for todo app only. Okay, here we will find this directory at model directory. Okay, this is actually, this directive is actually a part of GraphQL transform library. Okay, this at model directive is a part of GraphQL transform library of Amplify. And if you remember that GraphQL transform library, we have already installed, okay, in our earlier session. Okay, now what this particular library, GraphQL transform library, provide is it provide custom directives which we can use in our schema. Okay, that allows us to do things like defining data models or set up authentication and authorization rule, or it will just also allow us to configure serverless functions as resolver and many more things. Okay, so that's why basically we require that GraphQL transform library which we have already installed in our previous session. Okay, so in this session we have discussed how to create a GraphQL API and database. Okay, so as I said earlier, which database we are using? We are using Amazon DynamoDB database, which is NoSQL database, and the API that we are using, that is GraphQL API. Okay, so if you find any difficulty in understanding any point, then you can ask your queries through comments. Okay, that's all for this session. Stay tuned for further updates. Thank you.